Good evening. In many careers, you can make easy assumptions as to the methods of communications that staff will use. A job in research and field science, however, doesn't have a direct way to communicate. I met Todd Lantery my first semester at CCV. I took a 5-day intensive on wildlife ecology. I learned more from Todd than I did from the professor. He had such a vast knowledge of aquatic ecology, forest ecology, but anything outdoors, he could name it. He has volunteered on many different panels as far as protecting watersheds in the Champlain Valley. And right now, he is working on the EPSCoR project, which is the experimental program to stimulate competitive research. And it is part of the RACC, which is research on adaptation to climate change. In this video, I will explain how field science research, especially in watershed protection, utilizes a broad selection of communication channels, each one contributing to a successful program. Todd's role in EPSCoR is a streams team technician for the Lamoille River watershed. He's a field scientist. He goes out into the water. He checks for speed and velocity of the rivers. He checks for distribution of the soils, like how fast will substrate flow down the stream. Because he's out in the field a lot, they don't really have like an office where they all come and sit and chat. He works for Johnson State University, and Johnson State also works with St. Mike's and UVM and Middlebury College. So you have 4 different colleges, all based pretty far apart. So I asked him how they communicate. How do you put your data up? In scientific methods, you need to correlate your data so you can compare and contrast. He surprised me by saying that they have a Facebook group. It's a private group, and that's where they put all of their data. So that way, any of the 4 colleges can look up and see what the data is. I didn't expect that. I expected more on email or instant messaging, phone communications, or meetings. But he had said that Facebook is their main contributor to their data collection. They do use email for summarizing their data and preparing for conferences. They also do use phone and face-to-face. They use a plethora of different communication methods because in the science realm, it's not a concrete, you don't have a set of regulations and rules on how to communicate with someone. It's pretty open to interpretation. So people can come in and bring their own ideas. And he does have to give presentations. A big thing about these types of programs is donor contributions is key to keeping these going. So what you have to do is they make educational videos that are extremely fun, and they can draw donors into the programs in order to get the money that we need to continue on. And they also have to do conferences. Todd next week is traveling down to Boston, Massachusetts for a conference on climate change where he will be giving a talk. I asked him several points about giving presentations. Basically, his number one advice was to be confident in your message because confidence is key. And in conclusion, if you use multiple different types of communication, that means you don't get stuck in a rut of using only one. If you're only emailing someone, then you're not going to be able to have the skills to be on the phone with someone or face-to-face interaction. Being able to vary your methods of communication only can make you stronger. And in this type of business, it is crucial to make those videos that are extremely educational and draws people in because you want people to care enough about our water that they're going to want to give us money to continue to research it and find out ways to better them. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful night.